Yo, what's up, Raiders? It's Xayoh, and we're back today with another skill video. Recently, it was leaked on the Xbox achievements that 75 points might be one of the max levels, so I took it upon myself to curate some builds that y'all can work towards depending on your varying playstyles. Some focus on solo sneaky plays, others being a loot goblin and hoarding as much as possible. With this skill point build guide, I will show you the different paths you could take, start, and maybe veer on your own course for your own build. Please also note I may not go over every single node I select and will be at a more generalized overview of them, only mentioning the specific ones that make the build possible. If you want a more detailed explanation, please go to my other skill guide video in the description below. Thanks, Raiders, and with that, let's enlist, resist, and get into the video. Now, to begin, I want to take a page from my old skill points video and show you your first 25 points and what they should be invested in, with the 75 being the supposed max that you could get easily for the early nodes that are very important no matter what build you go for. First, let's start with a very worth it 3-point investment in in-round crafting and the survival tree. Probably the best bang for your buck and lets you craft bandages, shield rechargers, fruit baskets, etc. Very good for early game. Next, a 5-point investment to conditioning, lowering your shield weight with use to the weight, to a decently large 17-point investment into mobility, focusing on marathon runner, useful lungs, and slip and slide, unlocking the first big node carry the momentum. From here, you can branch off into a few different paths, but in my opinion, all of them should start from this basis and be built on from there. Now, the first build we're going to be getting into is the balance build. And this one is where I take all the best stuff from the mid-tier nodes while not fully committing to any one branch over another. This allows us to get the biggest bang for our buck, especially since I see so many people overvalue the 36-point nodes of Vault on Vault and Vault Spring on the top of the mobility tree, limiting a lot of what they can get in every other branch. Being balanced allows us to pretty much pick up every single weight reduction, stamina, and utility node. It allows us to be able to get our conditioning tax in for loaded arms, all of the main stamina nodes and dodge roll perks, all the way to heroic leap for mobility, while also being able to get in-round crafting and its upgraded version, Traveling Tinkerer, with the 2 huge looter abilities that lets you carry an insane amount, Broad Shoulders, and Stubborn Mule. This most likely will be what I go due to its versatility in almost every single situation. Its only downsides being you get a few less vaulting perks and no security breach, which if you frequently are on a team can be delegated to someone else if needed. This build I will showcase next, I call it the main character. It focuses on vaulting, jumping, climbing, parkour, etc. with the mix of conditioning and survival to round it out a bit. If you watched my last video on skills, you know my obsession with loaded arms, so we will take our 18-point tax, of course. To get it there, we're beelining for it, only getting what is necessary. From there, we go into the highlight of our build, the mobility tree, where you pretty much get everything that lowers stamina, weight, dodge rolls, vaulting, etc. These all let you traverse the map at an insane pace. Note, I am not the biggest fan of the majority of the end nodes for the 36 points, most being very lackluster, but vaulting, not costing stamina, and jumping at the end of vaults can make for some very interesting moments where you can parkour off buildings to get to some crazy spots. On survival side, we'll just round out the build with a more stamina and utility based stuff in in-round crafting, looting speed, and upgraded forms of in-round crafting, Traveling Tinkerer. All of these together will give you a sort of mobility focused build that will allow you to push your character to its limit. This one is the solo player build, focusing on getting the jump on players, maximizing the loot you can get by aiming for security breach while investing in the various survival tree abilities that are dedicated to crouching, loot speed, and the sounds while doing it. This tree can be capitalized on because it has a variety of things you can pull from utility-based skills, in-round crafting, the noise-based ones that make you have even less noise when moving around. and even the general weight reduction based ones. This tree kinda has it all and is very generalized, while also being able to get all the important nodes from conditioning and mobility mentioned before in the 25-point starting pack, and can give you a pretty diverse build that won't limit you and gives you answers to many problems mid-raid. Very useful for a solo player, but it can also be used as more of a scouting build within a team, in addition to allowing your team to be able to access security breach containers, which can make for some good loot runs overall. This last one is more of a meme one. I call it the guys revive me build. I think this has its uses for players who honestly may not be the best player or die often and need to be picked up consistently. It focuses more on conditioning, aiming to get the end goal of back on your feet, which lets you gain HP back when getting damaged severely, into many perks that make it easier for your teammates to pick you up. No, I do not recommend this build if you frequently run solo, as it has a lot of perks that help your survival when you are downed. Some include downed but determined to last longer, and turtle crawl so you can take less damage while in that state. For mobility, you can pick up the usual good nodes in addition to the funny crawl before you walk. This makes you crawl very fast to reposition to your teammates for a quick revive. This one heavily invests into 2 trees and less so in survival, but I still spare the 3 points for in-round crafting always. Like I said before, this build is made for those that just can't seem to win duels. Aim may not be the best, but makes it easier on your team to be able to get you back up to fighting shape by making you be the guy who can take it. That's it for today's build breakdown. I personally am very curious what you guys could come up with. If you would be so inclined, I will link the site I used in the comments below. Feel free to make your own and show me what you would do in the comments below, or join our Discord to further the discussion of this amazing game. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch for daily live streams once Arcraiders drops, and for more Arcraider builds, tips, and PvP content. Thanks for hearing me out for this far, guys, and I'll see you guys topside.